Glad to have you join us on the Value Chain TV News Update. I am S.A. Ufoma with the news. And on the news update, the stakeholders at the just concluded roadshow organized by the African Energy Chamber has advocated for a close synergy between the energy and real estate sector for enhanced mutual viability. In an exclusive interview with Value Chain TV, Group Managing Director El Sahab Group Limited, Sabo Shehu Malami, said government and well-to-do individuals can join hands to contribute their quota in developing the sectors to make them achieve the set objectives.
We had that plan more than 10 years ago. We proposed this same plan to NNPC. That was before the passage of PIB, now PIA. We presented this, I said the record, we presented this plan when that was when I think the incorporated NNPC properties. We did presentation. We did, in fact, we have even signed a non-disclosure agreement based on that. But unfortunately, they asked us to wait until the PIB is passed before they can be able to actually move, for that purpose. So, unfortunately, after up to today, we're not able to achieve that. So it's one of the plans we actually had, but it didn't come to reality.
The African Energy Chamber Roadshow has been described as a critical platform to motivate the African energy movement for more productivity towards addressing energy poverty in the continent. This was stated during the roadshow in Lagos by Vice President of the African Energy Chamber, Venna Ayukegba.
The question of Africa is really, I don't think it's one that one can just answer in a black and white. I think it's a question of understanding competitiveness in Africa of the different energy sources. Now, if you are in the north of Nigeria, in a local region that does not have access to the grid, then of course solar might be competitive. If you are in an industrial hub like Lagos, where you are looking to power industry, you need gas. Then we need to double down on gas. I think it's important to say, I know no country that has been industrialized off of the back of solar. Nigeria needs to industrialize. The West, of course, needs to decarbonize. So when we are talking about energy transition, we at the African Energy Chamber are saying Africans need to be allowed to industrialize, and that means using gas, means using our resources to the fullest potential. We have only 3% carbon emissions as Africa and whole. So if you want to really decarbonize this world, then you need to start somewhere else, certainly not in Africa.
Ayukegba identified the need for key industry players in the sector to promote energy across Africa and also facilitate the deployment of resources to other countries. Meanwhile, a member of the advisory board of the African Energy Chamber, Grace Orife, has acknowledged the meaningful contribution of women in the energy sector, while encouraging them to continue in that regard.
There's still a huge gap for us to fill. We have what we call the African Women Business Energy Network. It's an initiative from African Energy Chamber. This was launched last year. Reason being that we have women in different parts of the continent that are still, I would say struggling, but they are still not being heard. They are still not at the table. Nigeria is very well advanced, but Nigeria is still not there when it comes to outside Nigeria. So there is need for collaboration. Let me talk about that. But I would like to strengthen the point of need for collaboration for the women in Nigeria to actually collaborate with other women and even the men, some of the men out there doing it and really well.
The roadshow was organized ahead of the 2024 Africa Energy Week, expected to hold in South Africa later in the year. The roadshow attracted participants among key players in the nation's industry. The Debt Management Office (DMO) has clarified that Nigeria's fresh borrowing amounted to 7.71 trillion naira in the first quarter of 2024. This was disclosed in a statement titled Explaining the Q1 2024 Public Debt Data. The DMO said the fresh borrowing includes a 2.81 trillion naira as part of the new domestic borrowing of the 6.06 trillion naira outlined in the 2024 Appropriation Act. Additionally, it includes 4.90 trillion naira as part of the securitization of the 7.3 trillion naira Ways and Means Advance approved by the National Assembly. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission (NUPRC) has partnered with industry operators and service providers towards harnessing Nigeria's 1.6 billion barrels of heavy crude oil reserves, of which only 5% is currently developed. NUPRC Chief Executive Gbenga Komolafe, during an industry-wide workshop in Abuja, emphasized the need for a shift from traditional approaches to a collaborative model that leverages the strength of all stakeholders. In his remarks, Komolafe noted that high sulfur content of heavy crude results in higher greenhouse gas emissions during production, which is a cause for environmental concerns. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited said it uncovered another 165 illegal refineries in various locations across the Niger Delta. Kabir Lawal completes the report.
Between June 15th and 21st, the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPCL) documented approximately 400 incidents of oil theft and vandalism, reported by both government and private security agencies. In Bayelsa and Rivers states, 69 illegal connections were discovered and disconnected. Additionally, the NNPC reported at least 8 oil spills across the region caused by vandalism or illegal connections. In Warri, Delta State, an illegal loading point was discovered. The NNPC also uncovered and dismantled 69 illegal refineries across several swamps in Okrika, Rivers State, halting the ongoing construction of an oven for illegal crude oil refining. Similarly, illegal refining sites were found in various locations in Abia and Bayelsa states. The NNPC discovered that 19 illegal storage and sites filled with stolen crude and illegal refinery products were uncovered in Delta, Imo, Rivers, Abia, and Bayelsa states. In addition, 11 vehicles were seized in Delta, Akwa Ibom, and Bayelsa states, and 39 boats carrying stolen crude oil were confiscated in Rivers, Delta, and Bayelsa states. 8 individuals were arrested in connection with these incidents. Recently, NNPCL Group Chief Executive Officer Mele Kyari emphasized the need to combat insecurity in the oil and gas sector to boost production, noting that the nation's crude oil output continues to decline due to oil theft and vandalism. For Valunche TV, Kabir Lawal reported.
The Nigerian Education Loan Fund (NELFund) has approved the disbursement of student loans to successful applicants during its inaugural board meeting. This was contained in a statement signed by NELFund's Head of Media and Public Relations, Nasiru Ayutogo, and obtained from the agency's X handle. According to the statement, this phase aligns with the presidency's vision of improving the quality of education and making it more affordable for all. Chairman of NELFund, Mr. Jim Ovia, approved the immediate disbursement of student loans to the successful applicants. The Minister of Communications, Innovation and Digital Economy, Bosun Tijani, has responded to reports that his national identification number slip was purchased online for 100 naira from a now defunct website. Tijani disclosed in his post on X that he has contacted the Minister of Interior, Olubumi Tunji Ojo, who oversees the National Identity Management Commission. He assured the public that both ministries are addressing the issue. Although the minister did not confirm or deny claims made by Paradigm Initiative, a civil society organization that uncovered the sale of Nigerians' data online, he mentioned that the Nigeria Data Protection Commission, NDPC, has launched a thorough investigation into the alleged breach. And that's it on the Value Chain TV News Update. I am S.A. Ufoma. Thanks for watching.